Hello everyone and welcome back to Learn Smooth English channel, where learning English becomes simple, smooth, and enjoyable. I'm James, and I'm really excited to be here with you today.
Hi everyone, and hello James. I'm Emma, and I'm so happy to join you all again. It's always a pleasure to be here.
It's great to see you, Emma. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well, James, but honestly, I feel a little tired this morning. I stayed up late last night because I couldn't stop reading a very interesting book.
Oh, I know that feeling. When a book is too good, you just don't want to put it down. But it sounds like you need some energy right now. Maybe a large cup of coffee?
Yes, that sounds perfect. And that's actually great because today's topic is something very practical: how to order coffee in English.
I love this topic. It's something we all need in real life. Ordering coffee sounds simple, but when you're in a different country, it can feel a little scary.
That's so true. I remember the first time I ordered coffee in another country. I was nervous, I spoke too fast, and I even forgot the word medium.
That happens to many English learners. But don't worry, everyone. Today, we're going to help you feel confident, calm, and ready when you walk into any cafe.
Exactly. After this lesson, you'll be able to order your favorite drink smoothly and naturally.
But before we begin, friends, if you enjoy learning with us, please take a moment to like this video.
And if you're new to Learn Smooth English channel, don't forget to subscribe. We share new conversations, useful vocabulary, and practical English tips every week.
And of course, share this video with your friends who are learning English too. Learning together makes everything easier.
All right, James, I'm ready. I can almost smell fresh coffee in the air already.
Me too. Fresh coffee beans, warm croissants, and that cozy cafe atmosphere.
Wait a minute. James, is that a pen behind your ear?
A pen? Oh no, yes, it is. I was writing down some notes earlier and completely forgot about it. I guess I look like a busy waiter today.
That's hilarious. Maybe you're ready to take someone's coffee order.
Maybe I am. Okay, let's imagine something. It's early morning. We are walking into a busy cafe in London or New York. The place is full of people. Some are working on laptops, some are chatting with friends, and others are waiting in line.
You can hear the sound of the coffee machine, cups clinking, and the barista calling out names. It feels exciting, but maybe a little stressful too if English is not your first language.
Don't worry, we'll guide you step by step, from saying good morning to choosing your drink size and paying at the counter.
By the end of this conversation, you will know exactly what to say and how to say it confidently.
So take a deep breath, relax, and let's step into the cafe together.
Let's begin. Okay, I can picture it now. The cafe is noisy, people are chatting everywhere, the coffee machine is making that loud shh sound. Honestly, it can feel a little intimidating if you don't know what to say.
That's true, but don't worry. The first thing you should always do is look at the menu. Usually, it's a large board hanging behind the counter.
Right, and you'll see common drink names like espresso, latte, cappuccino, and americano.
Exactly. In fact, just yesterday, I visited a small cafe near my house. It was tiny but very cozy and beautiful.
Oh, I love small cafes. What happened there?
When I walked in, the barista, that's the person who prepares the coffee, smiled at me and said, "Hi there, what can I get for you?"
That's such a common question. What can I get for you simply means, what would you like to order?
Yes, but guess what? I was so distracted by the smell of fresh cake that I completely forgot my order. I just stood there thinking,
That happens to me all the time, especially when I see chocolate muffins or brownies on display.
Exactly. But then I remembered our simple and polite formula. I said, "Hi, can I get a medium latte, please?"
Perfect sentence. Can I get a medium latte, please? It's short, simple, and very polite. Beginners can use this easily.
Sometimes I say, "I would like a coffee, please." Is that okay too?
Oh yes, absolutely. I would like sounds even more polite and slightly more formal. Both are correct and natural.
That reminds me of a funny story. Last week, I went to a cafe with my younger brother. He doesn't drink coffee at all. He only drinks tea.
Really? That's interesting.
Yes. So when we reached the counter, the barista said very quickly, "Next." My brother suddenly became nervous. He whispered to me, "James, how do I order tea?"
Oh no, what did you tell him?
I told him to keep it simple. Just say the name of the drink. So he said, "Hello, I'd like a green tea, please."
Very good.
But then the barista asked the most important question: small, medium, or large?
Ah, yes, the size question. That's very common.
My brother looked at the cups displayed on the counter. Most cafes show the cup sizes so customers can compare. He pointed at the biggest one and said, "Large, please."
A large green tea? That must have been huge.
It was enormous. It looked like a soup bowl. He kept drinking it for almost an hour.
That's actually a great tip for learners. Look at the cups on the counter before choosing your size. It helps you decide quickly.
Exactly. Now, Emma, after you say, "Can I get a latte?" the barista usually asks more questions, right?
Yes, especially about milk. Nowadays, many people don't drink regular cow's milk.
That's true. I personally prefer oat milk. I really enjoy the taste.
Me too. Oat milk is very popular these days. The barista might ask, any particular milk? Or what kind of milk would you like?
Exactly. And then you can answer simply, "Oat milk, please." Or you can ask a question like, "Do you have almond milk?"
Exactly. Do you have is a very useful phrase. For example, do you have soy milk? Do you have coconut milk? Do you have lactose-free milk?
That's such a helpful expression. I'll definitely remember that. Wait. Oh no. I think I just dropped my phone.
Oh my goodness, James. Is it okay?
Yes, don't worry. It just fell into my bag. I guess I'm a little clumsy today.
Maybe you really need that coffee.
I think so. Let's order one quickly before I drop something else. All right, let's get back to our cafe scene. So now you've chosen your drink, your size, and your milk. What happens next?
Good question. Sometimes the barista asks if you'd like sugar or flavored syrup.
Yes, they might say, "Would you like any sugar with that?" Or any flavors?
Exactly. For example, I love vanilla syrup, so I can say, 1 pump of vanilla, please.
One pump is a great word to use for syrup. Very natural. Or you could say, "Can I have some sugar on the side?"
Right. On the side means you want to add it yourself later.
Then they'll give you those small paper sugar packets and you can mix it at your table.
I prefer that. I don't like my coffee too sweet, so I like to control the sugar myself.
By the way, if you're still listening and practicing with us, comment latte below.
Yes, comment latte. It's such a fancy sounding word, but really it's just coffee and milk.
Very true. Now, after all the questions, it's time for something very important.
Ah, yes, the payment.
Usually, the barista tells you the total price. They might say, "That'll be $5.50.
And then they look at you and wait for you to pay. These days, many people use cards or their phones.
I usually pay with my phone. Sometimes I ask, "Can I pay by card?" Or I simply hold up my phone and they point to the payment machine.
Then you hear that small beep sound.
The beep of happiness. That sound means your coffee is officially on its way.
Exactly. And after that, they often ask for your name.
Yes, the classic cafe moment. They write your name on the cup.
But sometimes they make funny mistakes. One time I clearly said Emma, E-M-M-A. When I got my cup, it said Emily.
Emily? That's close, but still wrong.
I know. I just laughed. It didn't really matter, but it was funny.
That reminds me of my friend. His name is Mark, M-A-R-C, with a C. When the barista asked his name, he said, "Mark with a C."
Oh no, what happened?
They wrote Kark on the cup, C-A-R-K.
Kark? That's hilarious.
We couldn't stop laughing. So everyone, if your name is spelled wrong, don't worry. It's completely normal.
Very normal. Just listen carefully. When your drink is ready, they'll call out a name or the drink.
For example, medium latte for Emma, or large green tea.
Then you walk up, take your drink, and say, "Thank you. Have a nice day."
That's the perfect way to finish. Simple, polite, and friendly.
I always feel happy when the barista smiles back. Even a small interaction like that feels nice.
It really does. Oh, Emma, what if someone wants a snack with their coffee, like a croissant or a cookie?
Great point. You can use the same structure. Just say, "Can I also get a chocolate croissant, please?"
I like that phrase. Can I also get? Very easy. Just add also.
Or, if you don't know the name of the food, you can point and say, "I'll take one of those, please."
I use that all the time. Some cake names are so long and complicated.
Same here. Sometimes I just say, "That one with the strawberries, please."
Or that chocolate one at the back.
It works every time.
So remember, ordering coffee is not scary. Keep your sentences short, smile, and speak clearly.
Exactly. Simple English, polite words, and confidence. That's all you need.
And now, I really need that coffee.
Me too. Let's go order one together.
Wow, Emma, after today's lesson, I honestly feel like a coffee expert. I'm ready to walk into any cafe with confidence.
Same here. And to be honest, I really need that caffeine right now.
Let's quickly review what we talked about today because we covered many useful expressions.
Yes, we started with walking into the cafe and checking the menu board behind the counter.
And we practiced those very important phrases, can I get and I would like.
Exactly. Then we talked about choosing sizes, small, medium, or large.
How could I forget the giant green tea, the one that looked like a soup bowl?
That was unforgettable. After that, we discussed different milk options like oat milk, soy milk, and almond milk.
And we learned how to ask for sugar on the side, which is perfect if you want to control how sweet your drink is.
Oh, and the funniest part? Names written incorrectly on the cups.
Yes, if they accidentally call you Car or Kark, don't worry.
Poor Car. But really, it's normal. Just smile and enjoy your drink.
We also talked about paying using cash, card, or your phone, and listening for that happy little beep sound.
And finally, finishing politely by saying, thank you, have a nice day.
When you break it down step by step like this, ordering coffee isn't scary at all.
Exactly. It's not a difficult lesson. It's just a simple, real-life conversation.
And that's the best way to learn English, through practical, everyday situations.
I agree. I feel much more confident now, and I hope our listeners feel the same.
Remember, everyone, it's completely okay to make small mistakes. The barista is there to help you, not judge you.
Yes, and if you forget a word, just point at the menu or use your hands. Communication is more important than perfection.
Well, Emma, I think it's time for us to find a real cafe.
I agree. I'm ready for a cappuccino today.
And I'm definitely getting my oat milk latte.
Sounds perfect. But before we go, friends, please subscribe to Learn Smooth English channel if you haven't already.
And give this video a thumbs up. It really supports us and helps us create more lessons for you.
Also, comment below and tell us, what's your favorite coffee? Do you prefer it black or with milk?
We truly enjoy reading your comments. They always motivate us.
Yes, they are kind, supportive, and inspiring.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
You are doing an amazing job learning English. Keep practicing every day.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye and take care.